Thank you for watching this Hexagon Geospatial e-training module, ImageStation Stereo for GeoMedia, ISSG. ImageStation Stereo for GeoMedia, or ISSG, is a GeoMedia add-on. GeoMedia Professional or GeoMedia Advantage must be installed prior to installing ISSG, so become familiar with using GeoMedia before using this add-on. ISSG enhances the feature collection capabilities of GeoMedia Professional by providing a stereo map window for the display of imagery and 3D feature data. Using ISSG within a photogrammetric workflow involves digitizing, editing, and displaying vector graphics to produce a map from an aerial or satellite stereo model. ISSG also provides tools for interactively collecting and updating 3D map feature geometry and attributes in a stereo or mono view. Before using ISSG, be sure to review the Things to Know Before Using ImageStation e-training module to learn how to find information about configuring the graphics environment for stereo and how to familiarize yourself with the 3D input device. Begin with GeoMedia open and a stereo model already created. First, display the stereo view. From the GeoMedia Professional dialog in the Create New Geo Workspace Using area, select Blank Geo Workspace. Click OK. The Map Window 1 window appears. On the ISSG tab, in the Mode group, click Stereo On. The Select Model dialog opens. If needed, click Browse to create your project file. In the Model ID column, click to select the first model in the list and click OK. The stereo model loads into the map window. Next, let's define the features in a new warehouse. Click the Manage Data tab. Click the arrow under Warehouse and click New Warehouse. The New dialog opens. Click New to accept the default normal MDT file. In the New Warehouse dialog, type Class and click Save. On the Manage Data tab, in the Feature Data group, click Features. The Feature Class Definition dialog opens. Click New to open the new Feature Class 1 dialog. In the Name field, type Roads. For the Geometry Type field, select Line. Click OK. A warning appears to ask you if you want GeoMedia to generate a primary key of auto-numbered data type. Click Yes. Again, click New to open the new Feature Class 1 dialog. In the Name field, type Buildings. For the Geometry Type field, select Area. Click OK and click Yes to the warning. Click Close to close the dialog. To add the newly created features to the legend, right-click inside the Legend panel and click Add. The Add Legend Entries dialog opens. Click to expand Class. Check Class to select Class, Buildings, and Roads. Click OK to close the dialog. Click the Home tab. In the Legend group, click Legends, Named Legend. The Named Legend dialog opens. In the Name field, type Legend. Click OK to close the dialog. In the Window group, click Add Show Windows, New Map Window. The New Map Window dialog opens. In the Select Legend to Display area, select Legend and click OK to open the new map window. Resize the new map window as needed. Now let's activate a stereo view and zoom using Stereo Soft Copy Enabler. On the ISSG tab, in the Mode group, click Stereo On to display the stereo model in the second map window. Stereo On transforms the active map window into a stereo map window. To resize a window, click Stereo Georeference View Off to turn off the stereo display and revert the active stereo window to a regular map window. Click and drag the edges of the window to resize it. Click Stereo On to turn the stereo display back on. Before placing features, take a look at some of the view operations in ISSG. When you turn on the stereo display, the Stereo Soft Copy Enabler opens. Using Stereo Soft Copy Enabler, you can display, enhance, and adjust stereo graphics data in raster format. You can display a stereo model as a reference in a large view while working on different areas of interest in smaller views. In the Stereo Soft Copy Enabler, the Zoom In mode command allows you to zoom in to the required region. Similarly, the Zoom Out mode command zooms out of the model. The Center mode command recenters the view to your cursor location. Be sure to set the cursor back to select mode when you are done with the zoom in, zoom out, or center mode commands. Click Fit to Image to fit the entire stereo model into the dimensions of the map window. The Fit to Graphics command fits the graphics of the selected stereo model to the dimensions of the map window, but you haven't created any yet in this module. The zoom in and zoom out commands are single action commands that act on the view center and then automatically terminate. However, you can dynamically zoom in and out as well. To do so, click in the view and use your mouse wheel to zoom in and out. To zoom to a specific scale, click Image, Stereo Zoom. Click a zoom scale. The active stereo view is automatically zoomed to that scale. Close the Stereo Zoom dialog. From the Stereo Soft Copy enabler, click Fit to Image. Now let's see how to use the 3D input device. ImageStation supports various 3D input devices. See the release guide for details. Another way to zoom in and out is to use the dynamic zoom from your 3D input device. To do so, click Tools, Button Assignments to display a button map of your input device. Move your cursor over the device to view the button assignments. Here you can see the button that's assigned to the dynamic zoom command. Click the device and then use the Z motion of your input device to zoom in and out. When you've reached the zoom level you want, click the button again. Spend some time familiarizing yourself with the location and purpose of the buttons for your device, such as clutch, roam on/off, content menu, cursor mode, dynamic zoom, data left-click, and reset double-click. See the Using Input Device section of the online help for more detail about each device. Note that some button assignments change depending on what mode the cursor is in. For instance, if roam is not enabled, the button shown here is used to center the stereo cursor to the active map window. When roam is active, it is used to perform one-shot ADRA, which is an automatic image enhancement feature. To dismiss the button assignments graphic, right-click on it. Let's take a look at some ISSG settings and commands. ISSG has a very large selection of settings and commands. Some of the more frequently used items include King's Move Model, Tracking Cursors, Coordinate Readout, and Enhance. King's Move Model is used to navigate from the active stereo model to a valid neighboring stereo model within the same photogrammetric project. In Stereo Soft Copy Enabler, click File, King's Move Model to open the dialog. Hover the cursor on an arrow to display the model ID that exists in that direction. The arrows are enabled only when there is a model available in the corresponding direction. Click an arrow to load the model. A more common way to navigate models is to enable Auto King's Move. This allows you to automatically switch from one model to another by roaming off the edge of the current model. Experiment by clicking View, Auto King's Move. In the left view, roam to the right until the green dot reaches the end of the model. Note how the next model takes a moment to load in the view. Now you can continue roaming and see how the neighboring model loads into the view. The Tracking Cursors command causes a cursor to appear in the non-roaming views. Click View, Tracking Cursors. Click in the left view. In the right view, note that the red cross cursor is present. Move the cursor around. In the right view, note the red cross cursor moves with your movements in the left view. You can see real-time X, Y, and Z coordinates of your cursor's current location. Click View, Coordinate Readout. The Dynamic Coordinate Readout dialog opens. It's designed to provide a reference while you work. Click Less to show only the XYZ coordinates value and hide the rest of the dialog. Move the dialog to the bottom of the workspace. Place your cursor in the left view and move it around. Note the XYZ coordinates update dynamically as you move your cursor. You can enhance your images to bring out certain features from their surroundings so the features can be studied more closely. Click Image, Enhance. The Image Enhancement dialog opens. Click Auto Stretch. Stretching causes more details in the image to become visible by redistributing the relative number of pixel intensity values in the image view. Now let's see how to digitize features. Zoom in to a comfortable scale so you can clearly see the cars on the road. Click Select to return the cursor to select mode. On the ISSG tab, click ISSG Insert Feature. In the toolbar at the bottom, from the Insert Feature dropdown, expand Class and click Roads. Load Roam. Click Data to digitize the feature. Drag the mouse along the road. Note the green line is your digitized line. When approaching the rounded corner, press Shift-F on the keyboard to activate the arc fillet mode. Click Data to place points leading up to the arc. Select Context on the 3D mouse at the first part of the arc. Digitize the next 2 points. To finish the feature, click Reset. The Road Properties dialog opens for you to enter the attributes for the feature as they're digitized. Since you have no attributes to populate, click OK. Note that the line color turns red. The arc fillet mode is still active, so repeat the process. Click Data at the beginning and end of the straight line segment. Select Context on the 3D mouse to end the first segment. Click Data at the beginning and end of the next segment. Click Reset to end the feature. Click OK. To disable the arc fillet mode, press the lowercase l on the keyboard. Now let's digitize a building using orthogonal placement mode. From the Insert Feature menu, select Buildings. Toggle back to stereo with the cursor mode button. Click Data twice, then drag your mouse to define the first side of the building. On the keyboard, press Shift-O to activate the orthogonal placement mode. Move to the third corner and click Data. Click Reset to close and end the feature. Click OK. Repeat the process on a different building. The Buildings Property dialog opens for you to enter in the attributes for the feature as they're digitized. Now use the same method to capture a building with more than 4 sides. Toggle to stereo and locate a more complex building. Click Data twice to define the first side of the building. The first data records the third corner and the second data records the fourth corner. Repeat by skipping odd corners. Move to the fourth corner and double-click Data. Click Reset to close and finish the feature. Click OK. Again, to disable the orthogonal mode at any time, simply press lowercase l on the keyboard. Finally, let's see how to copy a feature and then edit the geometry of the copied feature. The ISSG copy feature and edit geometry commands differ from the GeoMedia edit commands in that they allow users to edit the Z value of feature vertices in addition to the XY values when using the stereo cursor. This new workspace and warehouse has a number of features already digitized. We'll show you some representative edits to see how you would copy a feature, place it over a similarly shaped feature in your image, and edit the geometry to match the shape of the new feature. First, load, roam, and zoom in. From the Quick Access toolbar, click Select. Toggle back to stereo and click on the feature suitable for editing. Toggle out of stereo and on the ISSG tab, in the Feature group, click ISSG Copy Feature. Click anywhere in the workspace to place the feature. The Feature Properties dialog appears. Click OK. Select the feature you just copied. In the Feature group, click ISSG Edit Geometry. Click and drag vertices of the feature to perform the edits. Again, you can change the Z of the stereo cursor to verify that the feature is being edited on all 3 axes. To add a vertex, simply click anywhere on the feature. You can then drag it to a new location. To end the edit commands, press Escape. The map can be used for any number of things: cadastre, transportation, defense, topography, etc. Throughout this module, you have seen how to make a GIS-based feature map with ISSG. Thank you for watching this e-training module from Hexagon Geospatial. For more e-training, please visit hexagongeospatial.com/etraining.